Do you want to grow as a grower? Are you tired of being put to sleep by your educational growcasts? Are you tired of hearing about products you don't fucking want and can't afford? Are you tired of being told how you should grow? Hi, I'm Johnny Apple, and joining me is everyone's favorite amphibian, the Reverend Pirate Frog. Join us as we sift through the bullshit on the internet and try to get better as growers. This is Your Average Grow.
Hey, dude.
Hey, man. So part 2 of episode 1 is going to be all about you. And so I ran my mouth for 10, 15 minutes. Why don't you run yours? Tell us what you got going on.
Well, as we all know, I very much enjoy talking about myself to no end. But before we go on, I want to apologize for my mic in the last part. It was terrible and ruined a perfectly good episode that you were talking about. So my bad.
How's it you, Johnny, the first episode?
It's the way of the world. Someone's got a Johnny something. But
we appreciate you, Johnny and Johnny's episode.
Exactly.
I wouldn't have it any other way. I'd hate to Johnny yours.
Oh, I'm sure we'll find a way. Anywho, I grow in a living soil. I wish I could do no-till like yourself, but I don't have the space to put down that kind of soil. So I'm doing earth boxes this round, but I am doing living soil. I've got 2 tents. I got a 2x4 and a 2x3. That I've got one. My 2x3 is my Alebrije tent right now. I've got my Tangy in there, and I mean that thing's booked pretty solid. Coming up with reservations. And then in my 2x4, I've got Queen's Banner by Night Owl and Marley's Grin by Mephisto. So pretty stoked about that. Super into living soil just because it's super fun to learn about. You know, you're not feeding the plant. You're building the soil and you're building a little ecosystem, and it's super fun, and it ties really well into an aspect of my work that I, do a lot of research and development of my work. And even though I do mostly all of the machining and product design, we still run in tandem with biologists and stuff a lot. So it's really cool to kind of tinker and mess around.
That's an impressive lineup you got going on there too. So you've got a Night Owl, a Mephisto, and an Alebrije running.
Yeah, I'm swimming in great genetics.
Now you dedicated your whole 2x3 pretty much to the near future to Alebrije.
Yeah, I've got the Tangy, and then we've got after that the November 1st drop, and then I've got my special Froggy mix that he sent me of the more narrow leaf phenoms. Okay,
very, very, very impressive for that.
Yeah, I'm
2x3. You said correct.
Yes, and I guess I should note I primarily grow the more daytime smugs because I, by nature, am very lazy, so I don't need any help in that department.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. So I have a different personality than that, so I'm wound like a motherfucker. Like I have ADD, and I think I'm gonna pick up on that. It's something serious. So, I've found with broadleaf that I have to use it at night because I hate not getting stuff done. Because not only it just with my ADD, then it gets into my head, and I start feeling ways I shouldn't want to feel.
Wait, did I say that I liked broadleaf? Because I like narrowleaf.
Said that. You said I'm the opposite.
Okay, yeah,
I need with me with broadleaf, it's very different. I get a different effect. Yeah. Like it knocks me right on the couch and I'm done. I wouldn't say it's a different effect, but I need to use it at different times. So I appreciate the difference in the effects for your body. You're using it as a medication.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it helps me stay motivated and get things done.
So did you growing organically as well?
Yes, I wanted to do deep water culture. I wanted to grow hydroponically. We've done so many episodes that we aren't going to release because we kept messing up that I often forget what we've already talked about. But we talked about it. I had issues keeping the temperature of the reservoir right. I live in Southern California, and it gets really hot sometimes. It's mellow all the time. It's 70 degrees, 75, 80, but we got a couple heat waves where I'm at got up to 100 by the beach, which I'm not saying I was doing it now, just in general, it was too tough to do. So I found soil to be easier for me. And I really like organics because it gives me the option to do a lot of stuff at home and tinker and mess with, and that's always fun. And hopefully, I'll be able to show you some of that stuff and convince you to do it in house too.
So what type of tinkering have you done with this run so far?
Well, just on day 15, so 5 days ago, I hit him with a small top dress because I was putting the mulch layer on. So I hit him or the mulch cover on rather. So I hit him with a spreaded seed tea and a compost tea, and then top dressed all three of them. And holy moly, have they blown up! I'm very excited about it. But
And
I'll go into detail about that stuff at another time in a more interesting time.
So you, which one are you? You're just got one entry for the Tangi Tibuguana Grow Along?
Yes, I'm doing the soil, but I'm not. I am doing the grow along. I'm super excited, but it's not really an entry. Kind of difficult to win a prize.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm in it for the fun of it at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
It started between you and I as something we wanted to do as fun, and actually it started as like a solo cup idea and snowballed into this pretty good sized grow along I think we got going here.
Yeah, it's awesome, and it's super exciting to meet all of these people in the community and watch them grow and kick my ass. I'm looking forward to all of them destroying my grow.
Yeah, I mean, it's unreal. Like, I'm relatively new at growing, and to see this many people willing to share their gardens with us is pretty impressive. That they welcomed us into their lives for just that little bit of time and share their garden space with something that they're pretty proud of, especially these Elabrije genetics. I mean, it was. Why don't you tell your story with because you're the one that really turned me on to Elabrije.
Well, we owe it all to Captain Autoflower, of course. I believe Captain Autoflower hosts a podcast with some other guy. We'll have to look that up at some point. I really wish I could remember his name. Anyhow, Captain Autoflower turned us all onto Elabrije, and just in talking to him, we had so much in common. And he's just a super good dude. I mean, if you don't like him, then you're pretty much the worst people ever, because he helps dogs with the money that he got. So you get great genetics, and it helps dogs. What's more rad than that, dude?
No, yeah, he's got a couple Instagram pages, I think, now dedicated to coffee and Save the Paros, and it's a heartwarming aspiration that him and his wife both are going after. So it's definitely admirable.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
snowballed into what it snowballed because it's kind of my way of helping give back to such a great guy and such a great community behind him.
Oh, absolutely, and we'll be keeping up and posting updates with the grow along, as long as any stupid information that anybody wants to learn from me, which is hopefully none, because I'm not someone to learn from.
Oh, you've got plenty I'm willing to learn from. In fact, I think we should dedicate a whole segment to it. Teaching Johnny some stuff. We'll come up with some clever name or something, I'm sure.
If I can save you a buck or two, that's really all that matters to me, man.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm the type of guy that's just willing to have somebody else do some of the easier stuff that I don't have time for, so I don't have to pay somebody to do something that I can do myself.
Exactly, and we both, we're both blue collar workers. We know what the value of a dollar is.
For sure.
But yeah, no, I'm super excited. We'll dive in, see what other stuff we want to explore, and hopefully we'll keep them short, sweet, well edited, and about shit that you actually want to listen to.
So what big plans do you have for your?
So right now, the biggest thing is I want to finish this run out. I'm pretty much at capacity where I'm at currently, and unless the housing market in Southern California drops dramatically, I don't see much improvement there. But in the meantime, I'm cruising along, and I'm just trying to learn as much as I can from everybody, and I just want to, talk about all the great people in this community doing dope as shit stuff, dude.
I like it. I like it a lot. So what can we expect short term from you to see then?
Hopefully, just kicking all your guys' asses at this Tangy Tibuana grow off.
Oh, I can
say
appreciate a good competition.
I won't say I'm gonna kick your ass, but I've purposely, leveled some things against you that might help me.
That's why my plant is such a runt.
Yeah, exactly. It's all me, dude. I have a direct connection with the frog upstairs.
Yeah, the frog from beyond.
I do want to mention one thing. I did get asked this question more than once, so it was weird. Yes, I am actually a ordained reverend in the wonderful state of California. So, yay.
And are you actually a
I cannot clarify my actual class of animal, but no, I'm a mammal. But I do like sailing. Unfortunately, I have not committed any piracy on the high seas as of yet. But I'm not ruling it out.
So you're saying there's room for improvement there as well?
When I was in high school, we used to take a sailboat out to Catalina. And it is a very boring trip to Catalina because you're going against the wind. So you either tacked all the way there or you motor. And if you motor, it's a little diesel engine. It takes forever. It's horrible down below. It's just a miserable time in high school, right? Super fun out there all the time, though. But moments like that, I often, you have to go across the shipping channel. And I often thought, I want to be a pirate.
Awesome. That's
so that
probably the best story I've ever heard.
Yeah, they should make that a terrible movie too.
You got to tell me about the time you wanted to be a frog as well.
You lick enough of them, you'll be anything.
Outstanding.
Well, I think
maybe one or two more questions I can milk out of you, and then we can say our goodbyes for part 2 and kick this podcast off good.
Sounds good to me, my friend.
What is your next grow in the 2x4?
Either Cosmic Apprentice or Galaxy Brain by Night Owl. And I'm going to say probably I'm going to pop another Marley's Grin because mine's runted. And I want to give it the law of averages to see what I get. But after that, either Pink Panama or I'm not sure. Either probably it'll be another Marley's Grin for sure. So Marley's Grin and either Cosmic Apprentice or Galaxy Brain.
And one final question.
Of course.
When you're streaming television, what's your go-to?
I don't watch a lot of television. I watch a lot of documentaries, but mostly I watch sports or random documentaries on YouTube.
Fruit, and why is it apple?
My favorite fruit would never be apple. How dare you? It has to be in the citrus variety, my friend.
Fair enough. Well, I think we've pretty well covered our introductions for letting people know what we got going on in our gardens, and I think we can take this.
I hope the microphone wasn't as terrible as it was last fucking time. That's for sure.
So from what I'm hearing, everything sounds crystal clear. I think we both sound pretty well.
Fucking excellent, man. Well, thank you so much for letting me re-record this shit.
Absolutely. I'm glad it took us 3 times to try and get what we could call one episode out.
Fuck yeah, dude. 1 out of 3, baby.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for listening.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for wasting some time with me, Padre, and
Always,
talking
my friend.
and listening, and we'll catch everybody on the next one.
Absolutely. See you guys later.
Peace.